Good day, good day, good day, and welcome to the Trash Picture Show. Today, guys, I am again looking at some older figures in my collection. These were actually given to me by my awesome friend and former housemate, John Cullen. If I'm not mistaken, he picked these up in a discount store, maybe back in 2005, 2006, I could be wrong. But yes, these are the McFarlane Little Nicky action figure sets. And yeah, if you haven't seen Little Nicky, it's fun, it's great fun. I kind of have a weird love-hate relationship with Adam Sandler. I love Big Daddy, I loved Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, and yeah, I loved Little Nicky. Little Nicky it's fun, it's silly as fuck, but it's really fun. A lot of people think this is where Adam Sandler went downhill with his movies. He ended up doing stuff like Grown Ups and Pixels and stuff, and I think a lot of people kind of fell out of love with him. But the thing is, the dude can act. If you've seen the likes of Uncut Gems or Punch Drunk Love, you can tell the dude can act. And yeah, he has range, and as silly as he is, he knows his spiel. He knows that he can get particular actors for his movies and they will draw an audience. And despite the lackluster movies he's put out, he has always had an audience for him. So I can't discredit the guy because he's got a good hustle. But I digress, on to the figures. So yeah, these are based on the 2000 movie Little Nicky, directed by Stephen Brill. And yeah, they are quirky, weird fucking figures from McFarlane. Up until a point, McFarlane done, I think, mainly sports figures and horror-themed movie figures. They branched into doing kind of other figures from other movie licenses you wouldn't expect, such as Austin Powers and obviously Little Nicky. So yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at these guys and show you what they're all about. So first off, there's this. Now, this was incomplete, but it's still a pretty cool set, and I'll show you why. So here is the diorama part. It's essentially supposed to be the apartment. I think Patricia Arquette's apartment. The base is missing there, but you've got like the window, and this is important for the actual gimmick with it, but I'll show you that in a minute. The other main figure, I suppose, is this is obviously Nicky, Adam Sandler, trying to sleep on the radiator, and yeah, it's a solid sculpt for the time. I mean, you're not going to be doing any custom kind of Uncut Gems figures with this sculpt, but it's pretty cool, and there is ironically a bit of articulation. So you can move the hands somewhat like that, and the arms go back and forth, and you can move the head as well. But bar that, like most McFarlane figures, it's essentially a static statue. But there's a bit of a groove there, so he can lie on top of the radiator. Now the radiator, one of the legs is broken, so I kind of have to balance it very carefully. But there's nice sculpt into that. There was also, I think, a valve there. It broke off. I don't know where the fuck it's gone. But essentially, Nicky kind of slots into it like there. And yeah, essentially there is Nicky asleep on the radiator. And you can put him down there like that. Hopefully he won't fall. And put the diorama piece there. And just to show you at the back here, there is a box. Now I had a bit of a struggle to replace the batteries. So you put it down there and you do this. So yeah, essentially because he's half demon, he snores in kind of demonic tongues. So yeah, it's a cool, quirky little set, and it's interesting. It's an interesting addition to my collection. If I'm not mistaken, he also came with a little Mr. Beefy figure. That was the bulldog that was helping Nicky on his adventure. The other set I have is Cassius and Nicky and their mind wrestling game. So I'll just show you the figures first. First off, you have Tiny Lister as Cassius. He is one of two brothers, older brothers of Nicky, and he's an absolute piece of shit. Rhys Ifans, if I'm not mistaken, who is in House of the Dragon, played the other brother, I forget his name. But yeah, this is actually a fairly cool sculpt of Tiny Lister. There isn't really much in the way of articulation. There's a bit of rotation in the arm there, and a bit of movement in this arm here. Some nice sculpting. Obviously no movement in the legs. There is a bit of a swivel in the torso and in the legs there. But as I said before, it's McFarlane. So what you're getting is essentially a static statue. But it's still cool. And then there's the other Nicky figure. And while it's not a perfect sculpt of Adam Sandler, you can kind of tell who it is. So essentially, Nicky tries to sneak in past these brothers, but Cassius calls him out and demands he mind wrestles with him. And Cassius makes poor Nicky fucking punch himself in the bollocks. So you're wondering, how can it work that gimmick into this figure? Well, there is a little pull lever here at the back. And if you pull it, you can do this. Yeah, and he just beats the shit out of his bollocks. That, or it looks like he's furiously masturbating, either or. But yeah, for movie purposes, it looks like he's punching himself in the dick. That's pretty fun. The other accessory it comes with is this darts board, which has some poor unfortunate soul with its face in the center. And essentially Cassius gets to play darts with it. I think he hits the poor fucker in the face. Yeah, I'll just show you a closer look at it again. Again, there's nice kind of sculpting on it. And a weird kind of calligraphy. And the demon horns. And there's a cool kind of stone base here. It was supposed to scream when the darts hit it. And there is a kind of audio box there. I did try switching out the batteries, but no joy. I might try again and see if it works, but still it's a cool addition. But yeah, that's the little Nicky figure set that my housemate left me, and they're pretty cool, they're pretty interesting. I never really picked up any of the other kind of McFarlane sets, like the Kiss set or this or Austin Powers. I was always more interested in the kind of monsters and sci-fi creatures. But it was interesting to see McFarlane diversify into other properties. And again, these weren't movie maniacs. These were standalone properties. And they were pretty cool. They were pretty cool standalone properties. So yeah, guys, did you have this back in the day? Or did you have any of the other McFarlane sets that weren't movie maniacs? Let me know in the comments below. And if you get a chance, check out John Cullen's comic. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. My name's Martin. This has been the Trash Picture Show. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.